Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We could be in for some serious offense today. The Seahawks are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Jaguars defense that will need to be at the top of its game. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. On first down, Wilson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
10 yards still left on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second and 10 now, Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 4th and 4. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. A dump off for Ivory. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Earl Thomas is the rangiest free safety in the game. Great reactions, great understanding, and boy, will he strike you when the ball's in his area.
And ready for 3rd and 6. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Kevin Pierre-Louis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. comes across the 30-yard line. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Halfback sent in motion. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's complete to Lockett. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Quentin Coples thought he had a future at defensive end in the NFL. Since he switched to outside linebacker, he still has a future, and it's bright.
Time running out here on the play clock. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And Graham's got it over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump-off. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They come up in an offset eye. 2nd down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Rawls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 1st quarter lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And this one complete to Julius Thomas. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. And the back goes into motion. On second down, Wilson drops it underneath for Rawls. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Halfback sent in motion. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And left side here, it's Graham. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Wilson will throw again. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Wilson now to throw on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be taken very short. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
To throw, it's Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Bortles now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Ivory that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And he will find his man on the outside. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jim Caldwell is showing a little confidence in the offense, leaving him out there here on 4th down. Bortles to throw for it on 4. He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Jags a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw is Bortles. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. And the back goes into motion. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick and choose where to go.
And there, a great inside run, broke the contact and got some space. Bortles going to give to Yeldon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like that.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Halfback sent in motion. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Right, 380. Right, 0, 0, 0. Right, easy. Check 51. Check 51. Check 50. Check 50.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finding time. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Right, 315. Spot that. 19.
On 1st down, Wilson. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson on second down. Dancing to Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. He's got daylight. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He's going to rifle, looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Bortles will give to Yeldon, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly they get to the line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does, so a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the 2nd half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Complete. Richardson has it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here, and they're going to speed things up here. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
19. Alert. Hey, easy. Check 51.
And the back goes into motion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Surveying the field. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. Graham slotted out to the left. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Bortles. Caught out left side by Robinson. 15 yards there for number 15. Bortles now on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Well, now they'll try the end around. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Jacksonville first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Second down following the run. To throw on second down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Come the Seahawks. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Again, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. 20. He's got Curse. A very solid gain of 27.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
95, 95.
Halfback sent in motion. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
14.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson looking for someone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They begin with a run by Yeldon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Bortles now on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Bortles. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Rawls. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The play clock's running down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. In motion left is Baldwin. Now Wilson on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here's Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and push it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back to throw. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route, really.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And the back goes into motion. Back to throw. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be third down. Quick pass play there on the slant. Charles works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On the right side, caught by Green. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
There we go now. Blue 45. Blue,
He's back to throw. Over the middle, open is Thomas. It's a pickup of 19. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Bortles. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And he finds Julius Thomas. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
There we go now. Green 39. Green ace.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Seahawks, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars...